Guando de, hey, guando de, hey, guando de, guando de, guando de, hey, guando de, guando de, hey, guando de, hey, guando de. Nationi, young yo, young yo, young yo, oh my darling, how I love you. Seen you at the 49. Won't you come dance with me and hold me all night?
Please be seated. I would like to begin by acknowledging that St. Lawrence College is situated on the traditional lands of the Haudenosaunee peoples. May we always be grateful to live and learn on these lands. My name is Dr. Richard Wiggers, Dean of St. Lawrence College, Cornwall campus, and the School of Interdisciplinary Studies and Pathways. Be your Master of Ceremonies for our 2022 Convocation ceremony. I would now like to introduce our platform party, asking each of them to stand as they are introduced and to remain standing. President and Chief Executive Officer Glenn Volebrecht, Board of Governors member Karen Dumoulin, Senior Vice President Academic Dr. Eileen DeCourcy, Registrar Laura Nauman, Dean of Health and Wellness Dr. Barb LeBlanc, and our St. Lawrence College Associate Deans, faculty members, student success facilitators, and administrators. Our platform party. Thank you. St. Lawrence College graduates demonstrate the best qualities of humanity: tenacity, adaptability, and incredible grit. Their perseverance when faced with new challenges is truly something they can be proud of. The tremendous hard work and patience that brought them here today has equipped them to handle any obstacles they may encounter in their journey. We would like to recognize all of those who have supported our graduates, especially the parents, spouses, children, families, friends, college staff, and St. Lawrence College community for guidance and unwavering also joining us today. It is now my pleasure to introduce Glenn Volebrecht, President and CEO of St. Lawrence College, to say a few words. Glenn.
Thanks, Richard. It's really quiet in here. Are we not excited to be here today? Yeah. Excellent. It is morning, but that was much better, much better. So good morning, folks, and welcome parents, relatives, friends.
Hey Jimmy, so glad to see you. Thanks for making time for me today.
It's my pleasure. I understand that Convocation is in person this year, and I'm here to help you successfully prepare.
That's great. What's the plan?
I reviewed the objectives, assessed the variables, the risks, the obstacles, and the opportunities, and I've come up with a simple plan to ensure that you are ready and 2022 is going to be the best Convocation ever.
Jimmy, what is this?
Oh, my apologies, Glenn. This is for another client. Here is your plan.
This is awesome, Jimmy.
To start, we need to train your body.
Hey Dylan, good to see you. Convocation's in person this year, and I need your help to prepare.
It's great to see you, Glenn. I loved my time at SLC. I made amazing friends and built an incredible professional network through currentsslc.com.
Currentsslc.com is a great way to stay connected, to access supports to build your career.
Let's get started. Great job, Glenn. I know you're going to do great.
Next, we train your voice.
Nice job. Hey Allison, so nice to see you again. Thanks so much for helping me out today.
No problem, Glenn. Helping is what SLC alumni do. We are over 100,000 strong from 75 different countries.
I know, it's amazing. No matter where you are in this world, you're bound to run into an SLC alumni.
That's one of the things I appreciate most about being SLC alumni. There's always somebody to connect with or to get support from no matter where you go. Let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips.
The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips.
How now, brown cow.
How now, brown cow.
The final step, and the most important, you need to look good.
Glenn, I'm so happy I can help you out today. I take pride in being an SLC alumni. I like to try to support and help whenever, however I can. When I was a student, I remember how impactful it was when an alumni would come to the class as a guest speaker.
So true.
And now it's my turn to give back as a mentor, as a volunteer, and as your personal stylist.
Getting there.
This is what it means to be a SLC alumni.
Very nice. Well said, Amanda. You know, your relationship with SLC doesn't need to end when you graduate. It's actually the start of something big. Jimmy, can't thank you enough for all your guidance and support. Now, time to get to the ceremony. You a grad? Cool. That's the first time I've seen it on the big screen, and I don't know. As you can see, our alumni can do anything, and they are everywhere. A special thank you to Jimmy Johnson, Dylan DeJong, Allison Hess, and Amanda Hamilton for helping me get ready for Convocation. Today, you too will join the SLC alumni, a family of over 100,000 people. And who knows, maybe next year you will get a call from me to help our team get ready for next year's Convocation. So here we are, folks. And as many have heard me say, Convocation is the most important day of the year for all of us at SLC. The awarding of our SLC credential is a symbol of student success, and it's the entire reason we exist as an organization. Every year, as I prepare for Convocation, I think about what I should say to the graduating class and what advice I can offer you. I spend hours agonizing over this, when in reality, no matter what I say, you will likely forget most of it. This is a huge day for each of you. You've worked hard to get here, studied, written exams, delivered presentations, finished work placements, and perhaps taken additional courses to graduate. In addition, you also completed your program while overcoming countless obstacles during one of the most significant periods of global disruption in modern history. I know I am not alone when I say how truly proud I am of all of you. As you look back on your time at SLC, I hope you will remember and thank those who supported you along the way. Whether that includes family, friends, or someone at the college, please take a few moments to acknowledge those who have helped get you to this place today. And to our faculty, staff, and our entire team at St. Lawrence College, I want to say thank you. Thank you for putting our students first and for the creativity you have shown finding new ways to teach, support, and inspire our students. Under extraordinary circumstances, each of you found unique ways to motivate and encourage, and I thank you for the important role you have played helping our students realize their dreams. I'm proud to call you my colleagues and friends, and I would like to personally thank our entire SLC team for being so passionate about making a difference each and every day. Please, everyone, let's all give these folks a big round of applause. And now to you, our graduates. So each year at Convocation, I like to offer some advice to the graduating class. Usually I pick a theme, research it, and then share my perspective. Today, I thought I would do something just a little different. Those that know me know that I'm a compulsive fan of the to-do list. And
this being my 10th year in this role, I decided to share with you my top 10 pieces of advice that I have learned over the past decade. So you ready? Are you ready? Yeah. Number 10, take what you do and what you are passionate about seriously, but don't take yourself too seriously. This piece of advice was shared with me by a former boss and friend, and it's something that I really try to live by. And hopefully, as you can see by the video that just played, that I do practice what I preach. It's important to always do your best, take pride in your work, and respect the folks you work with. But in the end, remember that we are all just everyday people trying to make an impact in this world, and having a good sense of humor and not taking yourself too seriously is a good recipe for life. Number 9, try something that takes you out of your comfort zone. It's important to challenge yourself and put yourself in new situations in which you may not always be comfortable. It doesn't need to be of such a magnitude like skydiving or scaling mountains. It could be as simple as putting up your hand to deliver a speech to a community group when you have a fear of public speaking, or joining a group for a bike ride when you usually ride solo. The point is, challenge yourself and put yourself in new situations. It's how we grow as people. Number 8, have a favorite team. If you like sports, like I do, and have a team that you like to cheer for, like I do, never, and I can't emphasize this enough, cheer for a team like the Toronto Maple Leafs Hockey Club. Absolutely. I have been a lifelong suffering Maple Leafs fan, and I can remember the last time they won the Stanley Cup, which was over 55 years ago. 55 years. Think about it. I was 5 years old when this happened. It has been a lifetime of annual letdowns and uttering the phrase, "Can't wait till next year." If you're thinking of cheering for the Maple Leafs, trust me, pick a different team, like the SLC Surge, for example. Speaking of teams, surround yourself with positive people. You really keep. A few years ago, we were fortunate to have a guest speaker by the name of George Kouros attend and speak at our annual SLC Learning Connections Conference. George is a well-known education guru and talented speaker. And during his presentation, he shared a quote that has been particularly helpful for me over the years. He said, "We need to make the positives so loud that the negatives are almost impossible to hear." So much of what we experience deals with the 10% of folks that are trying to stop progress and change. And whenever I'm faced with a tough challenge to move forward, I remind myself of this quote in order to try and do the right thing. Number 6, take care of your mental well-being and personal wellness. It's so important to have balance in your life, to understand when you're being pushed to the limit, and to have outlets that help you deal with the pressures and stresses of everyday life. Each of you will have a different method of achieving this. For me, personally, I try to keep a regular fitness routine. And whether it's cycling, running, playing tennis with my son Josh, doing yoga, workouts with my wife Teresa, or taking our dog Lily out for a walk, I'm always trying to get some type of exercise. It helps me deal with the daily complexities that come my way. Number 5, learn a musical instrument. The benefits of learning a musical instrument have been well documented. It will increase your cognitive ability, help relieve stress, build confidence, improve your patience and memory, and tap into the creative side of your brain. Over the years, I have attempted to learn the trumpet, clarinet, drums, guitar, banjo, and cowbell. Although I have managed to achieve all those positive outcomes that I mentioned earlier, unfortunately, other than the cowbell, I have failed to be proficient in any instrument. Sadly, this requires talent. Number 4, if you're in a meeting and you're the smartest person in the room, you need to find another room. Fortunately for me, this rarely happens, and I always get to stay in the room. The point is, always listen and learn from others. There are some truly brilliant and inspiring people in this world. Surround yourself with them. Number 3, ditch the dream and be a doer, not a dreamer. This idea comes from television producer Shonda Rhimes. She has produced such hit shows like Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and most recently Bridgerton. You know, at first when I read this, I disagreed. To me, dreams are very important. However, when expanded and put into context, there's some great advice in her comments. She says, maybe you know exactly what it is you dream of being, or maybe you're afraid because you have no idea what your passion is. The truth is, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to know. You just need to keep moving forward. You just have to keep doing something, seizing the next opportunity, staying open to trying something new. It doesn't have to fit your vision of the perfect job or perfect life. I love this advice because doing things, being engaged, and challenging yourself is a great recipe for success and happiness. Number 2, be a force of good. No, I'm not talking about another Star Wars movie release. I'm talking about the power of positivity, kindness, and sharing. As the Dalai Lama said, a force of good is action inspired by a genuine concern for others. And when we act with compassion, the seeds we plant today can change the course of our shared tomorrow. I don't know about you, but I believe we could all use a dose of good right now. And number 1, finally, my favorite and number 1 piece of advice for our grads, get a job. Yes, this is my favorite, and I'm quite serious about this. Some of you may be continuing your academic journey and others may be starting your own business. But for those of you starting your career journey, now is the time to start building your career experiences. For those of you lucky enough to get your dream job as your first job, congratulations, you are truly fortunate. However, for others, treat each job that you get as an opportunity to develop your skills and learn something new. Be a sponge and absorb everything you can. Your first few jobs may not be your ideal or dream job, but I can assure you, and I base this on my own personal experience, each of those jobs will help prepare you for your next opportunity. So in closing, I hope that at least one of these top 10 pieces of advice speaks to you. You have the skills, you have the desire, you've proven that you have the resilience. However, ultimately, it will be up to you to make your place in this world. To quote American poet and activist Amanda Gorman, the only approval you need is your own. So graduating class, take a moment, reflect, pause, and know that you are ready to take the next step in your journey. Congratulations, graduates, all the best. I would now like to introduce Karen Dumoulin of the St. Lawrence College Board of Governors to deliver greetings from the board. Karen?
Greetings, President Valbrook, college graduates, honored guests. My name is Karen Dumoulin, and I'm pleased to join you today as the representative you and are excited for what lies ahead. We look forward to watching your success and hearing about your accomplishments. On behalf of the Board of Governors, I want to extend my thanks to President Valbrook and the college team. And I thank you, graduates, for choosing St. Lawrence College as your path to reach your goals. Welcome to the alumni, graduates. You did it.
person in the audience who is a former student or graduate of St. Lawrence College, if you're able to please stand.
Anisha Emond with distinction. Kelly Richard Ferguson with distinction. Amanda Gray with distinction. Brandon Guppy with distinction. Barrett Hall with distinction. M.A. Serge Hira with distinction. Destiny Catherine LaFrance with distinction. Lyndon Lazo with distinction. Caitlin Leger with distinction. Tressa Kaylin McGregor with distinction. Bailey Ann Marcella with distinction. Desiree Montano with distinction. KK with distinction. Jennifer Lynn Poitras with distinction. Lyric Ruby Jean Primo. Hunter Rainey with distinction. Lauren Kathleen Reaney with distinction. Daria Sanchez Contreras with distinction. Cheyenne Suarez. Claudia Sherrington with distinction. Jade Simser. Chanel Strabel with distinction. Keisha Thompson. Christiane A. Underwood with distinction. Brittany Van Loon with distinction. Alyssa Walker LaFrance with distinction. Corporate Learning and Performance Improvement. Building Environmental Systems Certificate. James Ross with distinction. School of Interdisciplinary Studies and Pathways. Community Integration through Cooperative Education, Ontario College Certificate. Michelle Hagan, with distinction. Haley McDonald, with distinction. Katrina Joyce McDonald, with distinction. Katrina is the recipient of the CICE Leadership Award. Environmental Technician, Ontario College Diploma. Polina Bobrovnikova, with distinction. Ashley McCrimmon, with distinction. Ashley is the recipient of the OACETT Technician Award in Environmental Technician. Lauren Catherine Marie McDonald, with distinction. Medin Matthew, with distinction. Patrick Adam McNamara, with distinction. Glynel Paul, with distinction. Anna Prudivus, with distinction. Joshua Audric Russell. Aishwarya Shuresh, with distinction. Ashwin Tomi, with distinction. Rahul Xavier Gomez. General Arts and Science, Ontario College Diploma. Pardeep Singh. Hardeep Singh. General Arts and Science, 1-year Ontario College Certificate. Achu Satyanathan. Pre-Health Sciences, Pathway to Advanced Diplomas and Degrees, Ontario College Certificate. Alicia Ann Axton, with distinction. Dominique Juliette Cameron St. Louis. Paramedic, Ontario College Diploma. Marissa Baggio, with distinction. Vanessa Brown, with distinction. Ensby Thomas Charles Brule, with distinction. Ryan Butterill, with distinction. George Nicholas Clark, with distinction. Colin Jacob Stewart DeYoung, with distinction. Andrew Dimitrov, with distinction. Christy Fairchild, with distinction. Ashan Gabriel Pillai. Andrew Gibson Morgan. Charles Slade Johnson. Emily Grace Lamar, with distinction. Jason Ford Nicholson. Karen Singh Ogra, with distinction. Tanner William Primo, with distinction. Supply Chain Management, Ontario College Graduate Certificate. Osmar Ivan Amaya Para, with distinction. Vinces Glory Barameda, with distinction. Juan Jose Balado Haddad, with distinction, is also graduating from Project Management. Sunny Dilip Chatanai. Rajab Dao. Sandeep Doranadula, with distinction. Alexa Fishina, with distinction. Egna Jude. Maria Lourdes Lopez, with distinction.
I present to you the St. Lawrence graduating class. Welcome to the SLC alumni family. I will now ask Glenn Volebrecht, President and CEO of St. Lawrence College, to present the President's List Award. The President's List recognizes graduates who have rendered valuable and distinguished service to the college community. Eligibility is based on academic excellence, including graduating with distinction, along with interest and activities involving leadership, citizenship, and community service. The recipient of the President's List Award is Ashley McCrimmon, graduate of the Environmental Technician Program. Congratulations, Ashley. Congratulations, Ashley. At this point in the program, we will hear from the valedictorian. Valedictorian is a derivation of the Latin phrase valedicere, which means to say farewell. The valedictory address is a message of gratitude and inspiration from a graduating student before graduates move on to pursue individual dreams. I will ask Barry Weiss, Associate Dean, School of Allied Health, to introduce the valedictorian.
Thank you, Dean Wiggers. It gives me great pleasure to introduce this year's valedictorian, Barrett Hall, a graduate from the Personal Support Worker Program. Barrett has been a student at St. Lawrence College for the past 3 years and has excelled academically, achieving one of the highest grade point averages in the Personal Support Worker Program. In addition to his academic achievements, Barrett embodies the college values of teamwork, integrity, and belonging. His program coordinator notes his remarkable personal and professional growth while a student at the college, but also the support given to his peers. He frequently volunteered his time to help orient new classmates to the college and also regularly promoted our CICE program at open house and other events. On a more personal note, his program coordinator said that he was always the last person to leave campus at the end of the day. When asked why he stayed, he said that he wanted to make sure that everyone had a ride and that everyone made it home safely before he left for the day. It is this deep level of empathy and caring that we celebrate at the college today and always. Graduates, platform party, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming your 2022 valedictorian, Barrett Hall, to the stage.
Thank you. Good morning and welcome to President Len Villebrant, members of the College Board of Governors, distinguished guests, St. Lawrence faculty, staff, parents, families, and especially fellow graduates. It is my honor today to be speaking to you as a valedictorian of our programs, the School of Allied Health and the School of Interdisciplinary Studies and Pathways. These past couple years have been tough on us all. We've had to go through lockdowns, online learning, low capacity limits at the college, even though some of us were sometimes able to meet in class, in person, and have some fun, most of our time was spent in our homes, in our basements, in our bedrooms, in our home offices, completely alone. We did learn how to communicate via Teams and how to present virtually together but alone. It's okay. We tried to keep our pets and children from showing themselves on the screens, but this wasn't always possible. One of the most stressful things that we experienced was thinking that we would be going back to school and then finding out we weren't. It was a constant roller coaster, but we persevered. We did it. We are now college graduates, and we are ready for the next chapter of our lives. When I was thinking about what to say today, I was doing some research and found the 5 W's of life. I think they can all help us in some way. The first W is for who. Who you are is what makes you special. Do not change for anyone. This has been proven to me throughout these past 2 years. that when things get difficult, you just need to believe in yourself and don't change who you are. You are special, you have lots to offer. Do not be someone you are not, just be you. The next W is for what. What lies ahead will always be a mystery. Do not be afraid to explore. The pandemic has taught us that we never know what to expect and that we just need to be ready for anything. We need to be willing to take some risks, open that door, and take a chance. You never know what you might find. The third W is for when. When life pushes you over, you push back harder. We had to go through a pandemic, push through online learning, push through working on our own, and all we could do was keep working hard and keep doing our best and prove to others and to ourselves that we are strong. Today we are living proof that we are strong. The next W is for where. Where there are choices to make the one or ones you won't regret. This is important because we all must make choices, easy ones and really tough ones. We need to make the choice that is best for us, and we don't want to regret them later in life. The final W is for why. Why things happen will never be certain. Take it in stride and move forward. We never know what is going to happen tomorrow, so live every day like it could be your last. Have fun, be nice to people, and just be you. We can't let the little things in life bring us down. We just need to take it one step at a time and continue to move forward in life. We have shown that we are able to take on any challenge that is put in front of us. So go out and conquer those obstacles that are in store for us. Make the rest of your life the best of your life. Congratulations, class of 2022. We've got the future in our hands, and they're strong hands. Thank you.
Thank you, Barrett. We are nearing the end of our ceremony. Following the charge to graduates, we will have the academic recession. The platform party will leave first, exiting stage left of the theater, followed by our graduates. We ask that all guests then exit the opposite side of the theater to reduce congestion. After the academic recession, everyone is invited to continue the celebration under the tent by the river. Now, to officially close our convocation ceremony, I will ask Glenn Volebrecht to please come forward to deliver the charge to our graduates.
Graduates, please rise. This is an important moment for each of you. Today, you have been admitted into the proud fellowship of the graduates of the Institutes of Applied Arts and Technology of the Province of Ontario, an honor bestowed only upon those who have met long-established standards of conduct and training. In the name of St. Lawrence College, therefore, I hereby charge you zealously to safeguard the professional dignity and ethics of this fellowship, sincerely to cultivate the spirit of inquiry and experiment, earnestly to maintain, through study, the fresh viewpoint demanded in an age of rapid change and technological advancement, and generously to contribute in all these ways to the society around you, that the dignity of all of us through you may be constantly reaffirmed. Thank you for coming, everyone, and congratulations to the St. Lawrence College graduating class.